Great Spelling Bee. I'm Todd Hitchcock, principal of Paley Junior Senior High School, and we are honored to host this event this afternoon. On a day where there are students competing in athletics just across the foyer, it is very refreshing that we have students who are also choosing to compete academically. Thank you, students, who are back behind me, for your decision to participate in this spelling bee. At this time, I would like to introduce Miles Flynn, who serves as the managing editor at Orange County Publishing and the principal organizer of today's event. Thank you, Miles, for all the work you put into making this event a reality.
Well, thank you, Mr. Hitchcock, and thank you all for coming out today. In just a moment, we will meet our judges for today's event, who are really the people who are in charge of making sure this all runs fairly. We have representation from all three communities, so there shouldn't be any question of propriety. We'll meet them here pretty soon. And we'll also meet our young spellers who have worked really, really hard for this moment, and we'll introduce them one by one. Before we go any further, though, there are a lot of people to thank for making this inaugural Orange County Publishing Company's Great Spelling Bee possible today. To begin with, I want to say thanks to Paoli Schools for use of this marvelous centralized facility today for our bee. Included in that thank you, I also want to say how much I appreciate the help of Bill Laughlin and Jody McGowan in getting the stage, sound, and lights set up for today's event. So give them a round of applause if you would. And another group that's been working tirelessly behind the scenes in advance of this big day are the organizers at all of our participating schools. Principal Roy Klein, Principal Chris Stevens, Chris Hull, and Dr. Leah Morgan of Orleans, Principal Jim Bush, Principal Julie Woolsey, Amy Burton, and Todd Marshall at Springs Valley, Superintendent Casey Brewster, Principal Todd Hitchcock, Principal Jane Van Emmen, and Loretta Brown at Paoli. And if I left anyone out, I do apologize. Like I said, it was a large group doing some thankless work in some cases, so I wanted to make sure that we show our appreciation to all of them today as well. So can we hear it for our behind-the-scenes work? And of course, thanks to all of you, our spellers, parents, and guardians. It's been a lot of extra study time at home, getting ready for this big day, so we appreciate that. And I don't know about you, but going through the words myself the last few weeks has helped build my vocabulary, if nothing else. So maybe you experienced that at your house too. So it was a good time spent with your children, though, I'm sure. So we appreciate that, and I'm sure they appreciate that today. So thank you for all of your work and patience in that regard. And we want to say a big thank you to our students, because that's hard work for them as well. And a lot of our students have a lot on their plate these days as far as extracurricular activities. So we appreciate them working hard to get to this point today. And we want to say that no matter how things turn out, they're already winners because they're here today representing their schools. And of course, our one big winner will be going to Washington, D.C. to represent the whole county. But it took a lot of work on all these students' parts even to get to this point. So I'd like to hear a big round of applause for our young. And finally, we must say a heartfelt thank you to all of our partners who helped make this possible. As I say your name or your organization, I ask that you please stand up to be recognized. First off, Arthur Hampton, publisher of Orange County Publishing Company. A reluctant standing there. Thank you, Art. I'm Eugene Dedrick, the board and staff at the Orange County Community Foundation. Thomas Lamb and the crew at Old National Bank. Thomas is here today, everybody. And Jamie Schenbarger from Springs Valley Bank and Trust Company. Jamie. And would any of our partners like to say anything today before we do get started?
We're going to become your neighbors here later this year on the north side of Paoli, so we're grateful that we had the opportunity to be one of the sponsors today.
Well, thank you, everybody. And a couple of other partners who helped make this possible too. We want to say thanks to Justin and Cherish Weininger at Weininger Design for a lovely banner today. And also Aaron Elliott with Mad Hatter Adventures. Aaron has stepped up and will be helping our winter planning trip to Washington, D.C. So that should take a lot of the stress out of that process. And instead of just giving somebody money and saying, well, here you go, get there. So she ought to be able to make it a very enjoyable experience and help them to maybe even get some breaks on the cost of getting there with the money that's being provided for them. So thanks again to all of our partners on this today. And now, before we get started, I want to introduce our judges. Representing Orleans, Robert Henderson, Orleans Clerk Treasurer and Orleans Chamber of Commerce Executive Director. Robert. Representing Paoli, Roger Moon, reporter with the Times Mail. And representing Springs Valley, Todd Marshall, of the Springs Valley Education Foundation. And now let's meet our spellers, the young ladies and gentlemen who will be competing today for the countywide spelling title, the right to represent Orange County at the Scripps National Spelling Bee, Washington, D.C., May 24th through 29th. And also we'll be picking up some other prizes at the end of the day today. Number one, Sam Carr was not able to make it. He's under the weather today. Sam's a student at Orleans Elementary. I know he worked hard, and it's unfortunate he couldn't make it to compete today. In the second spot, number two, is Michaela Chisholm, 7th grader at Springs Valley Middle School. Michaela? Number three is Jacob Tapp, 7th grader at Paoli Junior High. Number four, Ava Willett, 3rd grader from Springs Valley Elementary. Number five is Sailor Meadows, 6th grader at Springs Valley Middle School. Number six is Haley Cox, 5th grader at Troop Elementary. Number seven, Matthew Ross, 8th grader from Orleans Junior High. Number 8 is Hunter Morgan, 8th grader from Orleans Junior High. Number 9, Trevor Holt, 7th grader from Paoli Junior High. Number 10 is Cole Hall, 4th grader from Springs Valley Elementary. Number 11, Gracie Judy, 5th grader from Springs Valley Elementary. Number 12 is Andy Johnson, from 8th grader from Orleans Junior High. Number 13, Hattie Moffitt, 8th grader from Springs Valley Middle School. Number 14, Maston Embry, 4th grader from Troop. Number 15 is Haley Owens, 6th grader from Troop. Number 16 is Emily Orff, a 6th grader at Troop. Number 17, Melissa Porter, 7th grader from Paoli Junior High. Number 18, Paige Jones, 6th grader from Orleans Elementary. Number 19, Katie Carlisle, 8th grader, Orleans Junior High. Number 20 is Bella Shipman, 4th grader at Springs Valley Elementary. Number 21 is Draven Hill, 6th grader at Orleans Elementary. And number 22 is Lily Saliba, 5th grader at Orleans Elementary. It may have seemed like some of the schools were clustered together there, but I promise that was a random drawing that determined our order today. Now, before we actually get into the heart of our competition, I went over with our judges and our spellers and parents some of the rules and procedures today. Very quickly, I want to go back over all that just to encapsulate it, since this is all new to us. We want to make sure that we're all on the same page, because this is a big deal for these students who worked very hard to get here today. I've told the spellers, I want to make sure everybody understands, though, that when I call your name and number to stand up and spell, that you will approach the microphone. You'll first say the word, and as I've said, it's not a rule that you do that, but we ask that you please say the word before you spell it, so that we all make sure that you understood the word as it was given and are going to spell the correct word, because we don't want to have you disqualified right off the bat because maybe we didn't make things clear. So please do say the word. Then slowly and clearly spell it to the judges. They'll be listening as well as watching you spell, so try to make sure there's no question about did he run this word, did he run these letters together or anything. So please do it slowly and clearly. And then please say the word one final time before returning to your seat. If you spell it correctly, Mr. Henderson will ring this bell to indicate that. If you did not spell it correctly, you will not hear the bell. Regardless, please return to your seat on stage. As we get through all the spellers in that round and we complete the round, then if you did not spell correctly, you're free to leave the stage and go sit with your parents. And at the end of the round is also the time when we would ask the parents that's when you can applaud to say job well done to everyone. Don't please applaud individual spellers because it might hold things up. So just hold that till the end of the round, please. The exception in the process of giving the words will be if the word sounds confusingly like another word. In that case, after I give the word, I will announce that it's a homonym or a near homonym. I will give the part of speech for the word and also give you the definition so that you know exactly which word I'm talking about. Anytime you're up there, after you receive your word, you may ask questions, such as that the word be used in a sentence or that the word be defined, part of speech, or alternate pronunciation of the word, anything that you feel would help you to spell it correctly, to understand the word, to spell it correctly. Let's see. Once we get to the end of the B, since we want to make sure that we have our actual champion identified, once the last speller to spell a word correctly spells the word, they will then have to give another correct spelling of the word. So they will be given an additional word, a one-person championship round. If they get that correct, then they will be named our champion today. If they get it incorrect, whoever was still in the running with them in the preceding round, they are technically tied with at that point, and then those two spellers or three spellers or however many were left will then be in the running again, and we will keep going through that process until we identify our actual champion. Also, if there are more than one spellers left in the last round before our champion is crowned, we may have to have a spell-off to determine our true second place winner, since that alternate would be eligible to go to Washington, D.C. should our champion be unable to do so. So we may, after we crown a champion, have to find a second place finisher, and that'll be up to the judges to determine if that's needed. So just some procedure to keep in mind. Some special notes. Spellers can be disqualified under the rules if they stop spelling a word mid-word and then start over giving different letters. And that sounds like a draconian rule, but really the reason we decided to stick with the rule as written by Scripps is if somebody in the audience sighs or groans and they know that they are on the wrong track, it's not really fair for them to be able to start over and start spelling again. So that's why we ask that when you start to spell, please have in mind exactly how you want to spell that word. There are a few reasons spellers cannot be disqualified that's important to keep in mind. Like I said, cannot be disqualified for failing to pronounce the word before spelling, although we ask that you do that for your own benefit. Cannot be disqualified for failing to note capitalization or the presence of any accent marks, hyphens, or other punctuation. And one last rule to note before we get started. There is an appeals process. You'll note down here on the very front of the stage, in front of the speaker, in our sight line, there are some notes and a pen. There is an appeals process. If you feel, for some reason, that the speller was disqualified unfairly, you can come up, write a note that has the speller's name, word that was missed, and reason you feel that it was not fair. Bring it up to the judges. Don't do it in a way that disrupts if we still have a speller that's spelling. But bring it up to the judges, try to get their attention. As long as you do that before the speller in question will be up again in the next round, they will consider that. Now, their decision is final, but there is that mechanism if you feel something is not done correctly. Like, for example, gross mispronunciation of a word or some reason that you think that it was unfair that speller was disqualified. So please bear that in mind. And then once we get down to the last few spellers, since things will go very quickly at that point, you don't have to write a note, you can make an oral appeal. So once you get down to 5 spellers or less, if you feel you need to make an appeal, you can merely come up, get our judges' attention in a non-disruptive way, and then make your appeal to them. Are there any questions from anybody before we get started today? No? All right. Well, let's get started then. And I'll call our first speller to, let's see, let's get all the mistakes out of the way up front, right? Let's call our first speller up, number 2, Michaela Chisholm, from Springs Valley Middle School. Michaela, your word is burrito. Burrito. Next up, number 3, Jacob Tapp, Paoli Junior High. Jacob, your word is pretzel.
Pretzel. P-R-E-T-Z-L-E. Pretzel.
Next up, number 4, Ava Willett, Springs Valley Elementary. Your word is mammoth. Number 5, Sailor Meadows, Springs Valley Middle School. Your word is alcove.
Would you repeat it again?
Alcove.
Alcove? Alcove. A-L-L-I-C-O-V-E.
I'm sorry, that's not correct. Number 6, Haley Cox from Troop. Your word is spoor.
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 S-P-O-R-E. Spoor.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Number 7, Matthew Ross, Orleans Junior High. Your word is tofu.
Tofu. T-O-F-U. Tofu.
Number 8, Hunter Morgan from Orleans Junior High. Your word is academy.
Academy? Academy. A-C-A-D-E-M-Y.
Number 9, Trevor Holt, Paoli Junior High. He's not with us today. Number 10, Cole Hall, Springs Valley Elementary. Your word is a homonym, so it sounds like another word. It is a noun. It's a medium-sized white dog descended from Pomeranian ancestors and often regarded as constituting a separate breed. And it is Spitz.
Spitz. S-P-I-T-Z. Spitz.
And actually, I realize that I made an error in procedure, and while it's still early enough, I feel we can correct it at this point. Number 6 was Haley Cox. I did not identify that word as a homonym, so if you would like to please come back up, I will give you another word. Your word was spore, which did have a homonym, so I will go ahead and give you another word, and then we'll get back in order at this point. So I apologize for that. It's our first year, we're all trying to learn how to do this. So your word is crimson.
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 Crimson. CrimSon. Crimson.
That's correct. Again, I apologize for that, but I hope we caught it early enough that it won't make a difference from here on, and we'll be on the right track. Number 11, Gracie Judy from Springs Valley Elementary. Your word is spectrum.
Spectrum. SPECTREN. Spectrum.
Sorry, that's not correct. Number 12, Amy Johnson from Orleans Junior High. Your word is macaroni.
Macaroni. MACRONI. Macaroni.
Number 13, Hattie Moffett, Springs Valley Middle School. Your word has a near homonym, so it sounds confusingly like another word. It's protein. It is a noun. It's any of a very large class of naturally occurring, extremely complex combinations of amino acids that are essential constituents of all living cells, and also the diet of the animal organism. Again, the word is protein.
Protein. PROTEIN. Protein.
Correct. Up next is Madison Embry from Troop, number 14. Your word is hickory.
Hickory. HICKORY. Hickory.
Number 15, Haley Owens from Troop. Your word is dross. Dross.
Dross. DROS.
Number 16, Emily Worth from Troop. Your word is a homonym. It is moo, a noun, meaning a loose dress worn chiefly in Hawaii, having bright colors and patterns and adapted from the dresses originally distributed by missionaries to the native women. Again, moo.
Moo. MUMU. Moo.
And judges, you may consult the dictionary on the table if you are in doubt about the spelling provided on the list. Okay, all right. And also, please approach the microphone as close as possible to the spelling. We have a final decision on that? That's another word that sounds confusing like that. All right, we will proceed. Number 17, Melissa Porter, Bailey Junior High. Your word is sushi.
Sushi. S. I. S.
Number 18, Paige Jones from Orleans Elementary. Your word is haversack.
Haversack. Haversack.
Number 19, Katie Carlisle from Orleans Junior High. Your word is igneous.
Igneous. I-G-N-E-O-U-S.
Number 20, Bella Shipman from Springs Valley Elementary. Your word has a homonym. It is a noun. It is any of several cub-chewing mammals of South America related to the camel, but smaller and without a hump. The word is llama.
Llama. L-L-A-M-A. Llama.
Number 21, Draven Hill. Am I saying it correctly? Draven? Draven. Sorry about that. Orleans Elementary. Your word is seersucker. Seersucker.
Seersucker. S-E-E-R-S-U-C-K-E-R.
And number 22, Lily Saliba, Orleans Elementary. Your word is furlong.
Could you put that in a sentence?
Yes. The horses named Katie's Delight and Going for Gold were neck and neck through the entire last furlong of the race.
Furlong. F-U-R-L-O-N-G.
That concludes our first round of competition. All right. Number 2, Caleb Chisholm. Your word, and I'll remind everyone, you are free to ask for definition or that we used in the sentence. Your word is gravel.
Gravel.
No, gravel.
G-R-A-B-L.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Number 4, Ava Willett. Your word is rupture.
R-U-P-S-H-E-R-E.
No, I'm sorry. Up next, Haley Cox. Number 6. Your word is linseed.
Lindsay. L-I-N-S-E-E-D.
Matthew Ross, number 7. Your word is crescent.
Crescent. C-R-E-S-C-E-N-T. Crescent.
Number 8, Hunter Morgan. Your word is layette.
Layette. L-A-Y-E-T-T-E. Layette.
Number 10, Cole Hall. Your word is bonanza.
Bonanza. B-O-N-A-N-Z-A.
Your word is Adobe.
Can you please repeat that?
Adobe.
Adobe. A-D-O-P-I. Adobe.
Number 15, Haley Owens. Your word is embargo.
Embargo. E-M-B-A-R-G-O. Embargo.
Number 18, Paige Jones. Your word is rehearse.
Rehearse. R-E-H-E-A-R-S-E.
Number 19, Katie Carlisle. Your word is Spartan.
Spartan. S-P-A-R-T-A-N. Spartan.
Number 20, Ella Shipman. Your word is wiki wiki.
Wiki, wiki. W-I-K-I-W-I-K-I. Wiki, wiki.
Number 21, Raven. Your word is bungalow.
Bungalow. B-U-N-G-A-L-O-W.
Number 22, Lily Salima. Your word is fathom.
Fathom. Fathom. F-A-T-H-U-M.
Sorry. And that completes our next round. All right, number 6, Haley Cox. The word is poncho.
Poncho. H-O-N-C-H-O. Poncho.
Number 7, Matthew Ross. Your word is knapsack.
Knapsack. K-N-A-P-S-A-C-K. Knapsack.
Number 8, Hannah Morgan. Your word is chinchilla.
Chinchilla. C-H-I-N-C-H-I-L-L-A. Chinchilla.
Number 10, Cole Hall. Your word is hassock.
Is it a sentence?
In the sentence, Phyllis decided to purchase the wing chair with the matching hassock.
Hassock. H-A-S-S-I-C-K. Hassock.
Sorry, that's not correct. Up next is number 13, Hattie Moffat. Your word is gardenia.
Gardenia. G-A-R-D-E-N-I-A. Gardenia.
Number 15, Haley Owens. Your word is synonym.
Synonym. Synonym. S-Y-N-O-N-Y-N. Synonym.
Number 18, Paige Jones. Your word has a homonym. It is a noun, and it is a relation, a state of trust between persons who share or impart secrets and intimate matters. It is confidence.
Confidence. C-O-N-F-I-D-E-N-C.
Up next, 19, Katie Carlisle. Your word is gorgeous.
Gorgeous. G-O-R-G-E-W-S. Gorgeous.
20, Bella Shipley. Your word is Capricorn.
Capricorn. Capital C-A-P-R-I-C-O-R-N. Capricorn.
21, Draven Hill. Your word is geothermal.
Geothermal. G-E-O-T-H-E-R-M-A-L.
That takes us to our next round. Number 6, Haley Cox. Your word is nostril.
Nostril. N-O-S-T-R-I-L. Nostril.
Number 7, Matthew Ross. Your word is popularity.
Popularity. P-O-P-U-L-A-R-I-T-Y. Popularity.
Number 8, Hunter Murray. Your word is hinterland.
Hinterland. H-I-N-T-E-R-L-A-N-D. Hinterland.
Up next is Hattie Moffat, number 13. This word could be confused with a similar word. It is a noun meaning a flat-bodied stringed instrument with a long threaded neck and usually 6 strings played with a pick or plucked with the fingers. Your word is guitar.
Guitar. G-U-I-T-A-R. Guitar.
Up next, number 15 is Haley Owens. Your word is dugong.
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 Dugong. D-U-G-O-N-G. Dugong.
Number 18, Paige Jones. Your word is falsetto.
Falsetto. F-A-L-S-E-T-T-O.
Number 19, Katie Carlisle. Number 19, Katie Carlisle. Your word is daffodil.
Daffodil. D-A-F-F-O-D-I-L.
Number 20, Bella Shipley. Your word is sarcasm.
Sarcasm. S-A-R-C-A-S-M. Sarcasm.
Number 21, Dragon Hill. Your word is linden.
Linden. L-I-N-D-E-N. Linden.
And that completes this round. Okay. And the judges just ask that you approach the microphone as closely as you can and spell slowly and clearly for me. Oh, she did get that? I'm sorry, yeah, they decided late that you did get that correct. Yeah, this, like I said, is a learning experience the first time around, so feel free to help us out in matters like that. All right, let's go ahead to our next round, number 6, Haley Cox. This word could be confused with a similar word. It is a noun, meaning a card game that is a form of rummy, played usually as a 2-hand or 4-hand partnership game using 2 full decks plus 4 jokers. Your word is canasta.
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 Sorry, that's not correct. Number 7, Matthew Ross. Your word is belladonna.
I have a language of origin on that.
It's made up of 2 elements that went from Latin to Italian.
Can I have a definition?
It's a poisonous plant that has reddish bell-shaped flowers and shining black berries, and from the root and leaves of which atropine is produced, called also deadly nightshade.
Belladonna. Belladonna. Belladonna.
Number 8, Hunter Morgan. Your word is imperative.
Comparative.
No, imperative.
Imperative. I-M-P-E-R-A-T-I-V-E. Imperative.
Up next, Hattie Moffat, number 13. Your word is croquet.
Croquet. C-R-O-Q-U-E-T. Croquet.
Number 15, Haley Owens. Your word is refugee.
Refugee. R-E-F-U-G-E-E. Refugee.
Number 18, Paige Jones. Your word is panzer.
Panzer. P-A-N-Z-E-R.
Number 19, Katie Carlisle. Your word is cognition.
Cognition. C-O-G-N-I-T-I-O-N.
Number 20, Laura Shipman. Your word is gordita.
Could you say that again, please?
Gordita.
G-O-R-D-E-D-A. Gordita.
Sorry, that's not correct. Number 21, Drake Hill. Your word is biblical.
Biblical. B-I-B-L-I-C-A-L. Biblical.
And that completes our next round. We'll go ahead and have our named spellers try to move to the front. Try to stay in your same order. All right. Everyone want to move to your right on the seat? You can sit that on the floor. And we'll get everybody in the same order. All right. Number 7, Matthew Ross. Your word is potash.
May I have a
any Dutch word.
Can I have a definition?
Potassium carbonate, especially that obtained in colored impure form by leaching wood ashes, evaporating the lye, usually in an iron container used for boiling or cooking, and heating the residue to a high temperature.
Potash. Potash. Potash.
Number 8, Hunter Morgan. Your word is live.
Live? Live. L-I-T-H-E. Live.
Number 13, Hattie Moffat. Your word is odori.
Interpretation.
Yes, it's odori.
Definition.
It is any lively Japanese folk or theater dance characterized by rapid footwork.
O-D-O-E-R.
No, I'm sorry, that's not correct. Number 15, Amy Owens. Your word is credible.
Credible. C-R-E-D-I-B-L-E. Credible.
Number 18, Paige Jones. Your word is a homonym. It is a noun, which means a spring-flowering shrub or tree having usually thorny branches, white or pink fragrant flowers, and small red fruits. The word is hawthorn.
Hawthorne. H-A-W-T-H-O-R-N.
Number 19, Katie Carlisle. Your word is fiasco.
Fiasco. F-I-A-S-C-O. Fiasco.
Number 21, Drayton Hill. Your word is chipotle.
Chipotle. C-H-I-P-O-T-L-E. Chipotle.
And that completes this round of competition.
And I couldn't have done it without you guys. Thanks.
All right. In second place today is Haley Owens. Trying to find your plaque still. I also have a form for you to fill out to get a free copy, not of that dictionary, but Webster's Collegiate Dictionary. It can be mailed to you with your dates. I'm sure you guys ever get under yourself. And Hunter Morgan, third place. we do have participation plaques to present to you also. So we'll leave these up on stage. Feel free to come up and grab one for what you did here today and all the hard work you put in to make it to this point. So again, thank you all for attending, and hopefully this will become an annual event here. We certainly hope so. Thank you once again.